Alright guys, today in this video we will look at the altcoins. Well, actually the altcoin which I would like to share with you. And here's a list of some of the altcoins which we were talking about in previous videos. I have to say that it is very risky to invest in altcoins. They often go down and stay very low for a very long time, but sometimes, of course, they appreciate much more than the highest ranked cryptocurrencies. I already showed you the profits from Chainlink, Binance Coin, some others. For example, Celsius did like 30x rise from the point when I mentioned it, and so on and so forth. But again, there was, for example, one altcoin which actually got delisted, so that was a risky one. Please keep it in mind and don't invest more than you can afford to lose. Just assume that you may lose everything which you invest in one of those risky assets. And what is the altcoin for today? Today is the altcoin called Hedera Hashgraph. So this is a very interesting one in my opinion. It is ranked 64. If you look at the chart, then it's actually pretty flat. It doesn't go much to the upside, or there's no much dump. It acts like almost like a stable coin, but I would say that it's actually not a bad sign, because it means that there is no much from the selling pressure here, and it is able to conserve this momentum and its value long term, because it's already like over 1 year trading. Of course, there was that dump after the listing, but this is the reasonable and usual thing. And when I am saying about buying this altcoin, I'm talking about investment for long term, in kind of a double quote hope that it actually doesn't go down for years, or maybe it doesn't disappear. And if it remains alive, probably it would appreciate a lot based on its potential and technology. So what is Hedera Hashgraph? We need to look at the major points, what I would like to underline, and there was actually one and single point which I will show you in the end of the video. But generally, Hedera is a decentralized public network where developers can build secure, fair applications with near real-time consensus. I would have to say a couple of words about the consensus itself, because consensus from Hedera Hashgraph is kind of different from the regular ones, because it actually uses not the standard blockchain, but something which is called directed acyclic graph, or DAG, and a gossip protocol based on this approach. So directly acyclic graph is somehow resembling blockchain itself. So here is like a scheme for the blockchain when you have those transactions of blocks adding to each other as soon as you make another one and another one. But with a directly acyclic graph, it looks something like that. Of course, it's a very simplified scheme, but the point is that it kind of moves the same direction, and it is able to preserve the stability, the security, and so on and so forth, the same as blockchain, but it is kind of faster. The throughput is better, and therefore overall performance is also better. It actually has a lot of the points to discuss about that, so I don't really want to go into too details about it, but basically there is like a short video on their website showing how it works. You see they use timestamps for confirm the transactions, and they adding hashes so the system is secured. And by using that, they basically say that they can make much better transactions, higher transactions than Bitcoin or Ethereum. Fees are very low, and the transaction confirmations is really fast. Therefore, they call themselves third generation of public ledger. Generally, you can see the same kind of applications for Hedera Hashgraph technology as you can get for the standard blockchain. No doubt it is a cryptocurrency, and also you can build decentralized applications, smart contracts, file service, and so on and so forth. You can find some actually the companies who are doing this collaborations, for example, the same Chainlink, which we already showed before, and many others. They actually have a decent amount of accounts on their mainnet and over 500 teams building on their platform. Moreover, it's actually on different fields like healthcare, media, telecommunications, retail, and so on and so forth. Now, let's look at the main point which I would like to highlight when we are talking about Hedera Hashgraph. And the main point is that they are governed by the council, including a very significant organizations with a high reputation, and I don't think that they would do that unless this is a very promising project. You can find, for example, Boeing, Deutsche Telekom, FIS, Google, IBM, LG, Nomura, and so on and so forth. In my opinion, this is actually one of the most appealing points, giving huge credentials to the project. And moreover, Hedera using this acyclic graph, which is kind of a hype technology, it was at least at some point, and you can find other projects doing similar things. For example, IOTA is very interesting as well. Currently is at the rank 30. It was very popular at some point, and again, currently it's kind of accumulating pretty low. And I don't want to say that it is not interesting. No, it is actually interesting technology wise, but it doesn't have the same level in terms of people and organizations who are governing the project as Hedera Hashgraph. The same, well, you can also remember altcoin called Nano. It's also using directed acyclic graph, and again, similarly to IOTA, it is actually quite flat at the moment. I personally do like this altcoin, but again, comparing to Hedera, it is kind of lacking this high level of credentials that we can find for this particular project. So again, guys, a very risky investment, but at the same time, it's very appealing to see how it would go if they succeed. So maybe in a year, 2, maybe 5 years, their tokens will appreciate a lot. As usual, not a financial advice, just my personal opinion, but I would love to see how this evolves. So that is it for today. I will make another video on altcoins later based on your suggestions. We will look at 2, 3, maybe 4 altcoins and make some technical analysis. But so far, that is it for today, and I hope that it was useful. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Goodbye.